This is the Man in a Room podcast.
This is Man in a Room. It is a podcast, You're listening to Man in a Room.
Hello, how's it going? I'm here for another episode of this, whatever this is. You know, you seem to be listening to it. If you're not, well, how would you be listening to be saying this? Ha. Think about that one. So there's always a listener, because can a podcast exist without a listener? The answer is no, or yes. All these philosophical questions. But anyway, I want to talk to you today about something really weird that had happened to me quite recently. So I got a message from my brother, and it's a screen cap of an advert, and the advert was for something called Hunt a Killer. Now, the reason why he sent me this screen cap of an advert for Hunt a Killer wasn't because he thought, he'd be interested in that, because really, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. Basically what it is, it's basically this box where you get these cold case notes. You got to try and work out what's going on, like, someone's been murdered. There's been a murder. And that kind of stuff. They got to try and work out like from different clues. I don't understand the legalities of it all, because how can you possibly even assume it can be somebody who might possibly be innocent? Well, is innocent so far, But anyway, that's one of those things. And so the reason why he sent it to me wasn't because he thought I had an interest in this stuff, because very clearly I don't. I can imagine nothing worse than thumbing through grisly photographs of crime scenes and witness statements and all that kind of stuff, because that's just not nice to read, is it? No, he sent it to me because the person advertising it looked exactly like me. Now, when I say look exactly like me, I mean exactly like me. The glasses, the beard, the hair, or the lack of hair, the thinning hair, the hairline, same physical build. It was freaky, because I looked at it, I was like, I don't remember that picture being taken, but clearly it has been, because there I am. It's so close, it's actually unbelievable. So I was like, what? What is this? Who is this man? So I actually sent a message to the Instagram account of the Hunt a Killer, and they declined anything. They didn't even respond. I was like, who is this man? This man is my doppelganger. There cannot be two of me running around. That would not be fair, But no response. But it was quite funny, because what I decided to do was, I thought, well, I'm going to use this picture as my profile picture. So I used it as my profile picture. And it's very weird, because I know it's not me, but in my head it looks like me. So it's more or less me. It's funny because no one has said, hang on a second, that's not you? That's not you in that picture. Everyone's like, yeah, that's you. And so it works, because I'm not I hate my picture being taken. I'm very weird when it comes to my photograph being taken. I really dislike having it taken, because it's just one of those things that if someone shares it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, I just become a piece of content. It's like, let's scroll past some pictures. Oh, look, there's a picture of him. Or just move on. And I was a piece of entertainment for a company to hold people's attentions, and it just, I don't know. I know that I use those and frequent those sites for purposes of promotion, but at the same time, I don't want my actual face, my actual life, being something that is shared on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I don't know. I mean, people can do what they want. I mean, it brings people. I think you get out of it what you put into it. I think that's the takeaway for that, really. Again, nothing against people who like doing that, just not for me. So to this day, no one has actually noticed that it's not actually me, which is quite funny. So I've got a doppelganger. And I remember when I was actually telling somebody about this before, I said that I've got a doppelganger, and they're like, what on earth is a doppelganger? I went, you don't know what a doppelganger is? I went, and they went, no, apparently I don't know what that is. I said, well, imagine someone is walking around looking exactly like you, same face, same glasses, same beard, same hairline, same build. Literally everything about you is in that person, but it's not you. That's a doppelganger. I went, no, that's an evil twin. I went, well, how does that work? An evil twin, yeah? An evil twin, right? How do they know that I'm not the evil twin? I'm sure they're like, oh, what would you do if someone's walking around like you know, the same glasses, the same beard, the same hairline, the same build? And they say, oh, that's not a doppelganger, that's an evil twin. Because there's likelihood that they've also got a podcast. And obviously they had the same conversations with the same people. And I think, how do I know I'm not the evil one? You know, you've got to think about this kind of stuff, you know? But yeah, so which one of us is evil? And it's kind of weird. I do want to kind of meet the person and be like, oh, hello, you. Look at you. Isn't it crazy? They might be taller than me. See, when I was a kid, I used to actually genuinely believe that there was somebody somewhere on this planet doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Like, it's very probable that there is somebody out there doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Same mannerisms, you know. If I wave my arms like this right now, yeah, there's probably somebody else doing that to that exact timing, you know. Same beat, same everything. I don't know what's going on with that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that nothing is impossible and everything is probable and predictable. And so that means if the stuff is predictable, it's time for tarot and tea. It's beverage and divinity. Ooh. So, it's that time of the show where I need to drink some tea. And it's a lovely mint tea. Oh, that is nice. I do like a mint tea. You may be saying, oh, yeah, but you had a mint tea last week. Shut up. I like mint tea. So sue me. It's just basically a simple, bog standard Morrison's Pure Peppermint. Just go to the shop and get that, you know. I'll be honest, I'm running out of teas. So, I do like teas, but it can get expensive collecting teas, especially when you're only drinking maybe like one or two ones every now and again, you know. But yeah. So, I've still got a few. I will be getting some more at some point. So, this part of the show is going to work as thusly. Is this? I don't know. Who is me? So basically, I'm going to draw 3 cards. Past, present, and future. It's not very more specific, this. The past is to be like, oh, that sounds like me, or oh, that sounds like so-and-so. And then the present is like, what is going on at the minute, so to make sense of what's going on in the past. And then the future. The future bit is stuff that can and may happen, but not definitely because it's not been actually physically done yet. So anyway, if this sounds like you, so I've got here the 4 of Wands. Never seen this card before in my life. Basically, I can see 2 people here. They look celebratory, and they are holding aloft some bouquets of flowers, and they are standing behind 4 wands or sticks. They're holding up what appears to be some sort of laurel. Laurel? Is that the right word? So a garland of some description, including different flowers and greenery and ribbons and roses. It seems like a happy time. So if you celebrating with a mate, holding flowers in the air in front of a castle, this may be you. So the present here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I see that the lady in the card here appears to be the same lady from the previous card. So maybe the Queen of Pentacles, she's sitting there with her pentacle like, yeah, look what I've got here, got my pentacle. And I'm going to look after it. The same flowers. I'm thinking it's the same person here. Basically sitting down and basically just being reflective of, what's going on. You've achieved the pinnacle of what you want to achieve, and it's just basically just enjoying what you've achieved. Good times, and then we've got the future. Oh, this isn't good. So we have good times. We're going on to now the 8 of Swords. Dun dun dun. So basically on here, there's somebody, I would say it's the same person, is now tied up. And they're blindfolded and surrounded by 7 swords, unsurprisingly. And there appears to be some sort of red liquid on the floor. Don't want to say blood. But basically, I would say, the good times, not in the past, but there may be trouble ahead. But as long as there's moonlight and dancing and all that kind of stuff, I don't know the rest of the words. But basically, there may be lots of stuff going on around you, and you may not be able to see it because of your bondage and your blindfoldedness. So, maybe you just don't go into things blindly because it may end badly. Yeah, do your research. I don't know. That kind of made sense. Anyway, this has been Tarot and Tea. It's beverage and divinity. So anyway, I'll be back after this very, very short break.
If you have any thoughts, comments, or questions, please do not hesitate to send them to show@maninaroom.co.uk.
I'm not the man from Hunter Killer. Yes, or no, I'm not. So yeah. Anyway, I actually just, do you know what that's always confused me? It's very strange. I like the films Jackass, the Jackass films, the Jackass. For everything to do with Jackass, I absolutely love. I love it, honestly. Just, it's funny, it's stupid. And as I've mentioned before, I like slapstick humour. Simplistic humour is more or less not my bread and butter, my jam. Just my jam. If I was making a jam sandwich, it wouldn't be the bread and the butter, it'd be the jam. And I love it. And there are some really sort of disgusting stuff that's happened in Jackass over the years. I mean, you've got stuff like, There's one where the most gruesome one I remember seeing was on the TV show. What was it? I remember someone. I think they had just these horrible things happening. I think I'm specifically Jackassy. It's been a while. But what used to really confuse me is they just had these really sort of grotesque and gross and often bloody things happening and these sort of perilous things going on the television. And they would always fuzz out the bum crack. Now, you may be saying, why do you want to see a bum crack? I don't want to not see a bum crack. I don't know why American TV fuzzes out bum cracks. It's always confused me. Watching these TV shows from America and they would fuzz out a bum crack. You watch a comedy show. Oh, they're going to show their bum. Oh, they fuzzed it out. The bum crack is too offensive, apparently. England, the complete opposite. We find it hilarious. A bum crack is funny. Yeah? Bum cracks, we love them. They crack us up. You crack up with a bum crack. That's the phrase that I'm going to use when I run for president. Crack up for bum crack, And because the thing is that there's many different things, like differences with America that it just confuses me. That being one of them. You see, like I say, we've got that sort of weird humour. I mean, in England, it's like you used to be able to buy newspapers with ladies with their breasts out. Literally, you buy a newspaper, you open the very first page. On the third page, there would be a lady with her breasts fully out. And that used to be a thing. And the idea of that being in America, imagine an American coming to England and be like, what is this? There's breasts in this newspaper. I came here for some news and I just got some boobs. Yeah? And, but then again, what I find really strange is that, from what I've seen, American TV can be quite graphic, like blood and guts everywhere. Like their news shows, yeah? They actually show crime scenes, and they have shootings, and they film the blood on the pavement and this kind of stuff. It's like, really? But you can't show a bum crack. That just honestly, it blows my mind. It genuinely blows my mind. Again, like I say, not for a want to see bum crack. It's just like, you're just distracting me by making that all fuzzy. You're making it look weird. You're making it look like he hasn't got bum crack at all, or her. Let me say, her got bum crack, and it just made it look they got one big bum cheek. And it's like, I want some definition. I want to see the clavicle horizon, I need to see the little bum line. Otherwise it looks weird. Yeah? One of the other things that I find really confusing is the fact that there's so much, like I said, all this blood and guts and realistic, horrible accounts of horrible things that have happened to people and this kind of stuff. Yet, there's the swearing. There's no swearing on the television. There's no swearing. Swearing is very limited. Like to most TV channels won't let people swear. And I remember watching this. What was it? Curb Your Enthusiasm. I mentioned this last week. I'm sure I did actually. I mentioned about how. Well, it's just a weird TV show, and it's on HBO, so they can swear as much as they want because HBO is one of those channels they can swear. And so basically, there's an episode where they are like, "Oh, they're going to bring back Seinfeld. Where can we sell it to? Oh, we want to sell it to HBO, so we can swear on it." It's like, really? Because I remember there had been a big deal years ago as well when South Park wanted to say shit because they could only say it so many times in an episode or something like that. And so they basically had a little counter because I know that was it. I think they were going to swear on some sort of TV show, and then South Park were like, "We're going to keep swearing," and so they just kept saying it over and over again, and to the point where they actually made it a focus of the episode, where they actually had a little counter in the corner, counting how many times they said it, and it made it very funny. And yeah, but like I said, in England, no, swearing can happen any time of the day. Not any time of the day. It's a bit. We have minor swear words that can be used. I mean, if you read the Harry Potter books, the word bloody is in there, which you could also argue, oh yeah, but it's descriptive of to be covered in blood or to be bloody, or like bloody hell. I think is it Ron Weasley's all like bloody hell and all that kind of stuff, and also the word bugger. Ooh, more bugger. Bugger's a funny word. Obviously, there's a different, there's different meanings to it in different places. But you say you silly bugger. In England, that's quite simple. We use it as a term of endearment, but it's also can be used in a way that is descriptive. I would say it's also it's not only is it an adjective, but it's also a verb, as in you can bugger. You can do that if you want. I'm not going to go into any details about that because there's no need to. But yeah, I just always thought it was a bit strange, really, the differences in culture. And that's why I like sort of seeing different bits and pieces. Like I like watching English TV because it's just quintessential Englishness. The weird, surreal humour, the self-deprecation and all that kind of stuff. Amazing. You've got America, who is very much like England when it comes to their sense of humour. It's a bit weirder. It's a bit broader. It's not as surreal. I'm not saying there isn't American comedy that isn't surreal. There's many surreal comedians out there who are American. But I also like watching different countries as well. I like watching Danish stuff as well. Oh, you're such a hipster. Yes. Danish films, because that's... do you know what? The thing is, so we by American standards, English people are quite liberal when it comes to... well, I would assume so. When we have boobs in newspapers, we can show bum cracks on television if we so wish. We can swear in children's books by saying bugger and bloody and all that kind of stuff, yeah? Yet the Danish, oh no, they're miles ahead of us. I was watching some TV show. No, it wasn't TV, it was a film. It was a film called The Commune, in case you want to go look it up. Actually, a very good film. It's subtitled all the way through, but then I'm a hipster. I like reading subtitles. And, I was just watching it, just minding my own business, thinking, it was actually a very good film. I recommend it highly, actually. It's called The Commune, if you can see it. And if you don't mind sitting through subtitles, or reading subtitles, I should say, it's very good. But it was just sort of dark and gritty and sort of like, I don't know, it just basically in my opinion, made me feel like I understood what it was like to be in a 70s hippie in Denmark. I don't know where that is. I'm drawing a blank which word. Maybe. I'm pretty sure. I don't know my geography and my languages, but either way, from a different country. And what shocked me the most was when there was a sex scene in it. I wasn't expecting there to be a sex scene, but English sex scenes are quite buttoned up and all that kind of stuff. American, same as well. But this Danish one, oh my goodness, good grief! I was like, what am I watching? That's certainly is a bum crack I can see, and everything else. I was like, blimey! And this is on TV in England. I was like, blimey! This is what the license payers are paying their money for softcore simulated sex scenes and all that kind of stuff. I was very surprised. I wasn't expecting that. Was it necessary in the film? I don't think it was. But then it's the way of, it's different cultures, isn't it? You know, they want to see that. You know, it's just something, you know. But anyway, it's a very good film. I recommend it. But if you are, you know, a bit squeamish on all that kind of stuff, maybe give it a miss. Maybe start watching, I don't know, the American cut where they fuzz out the bum cheeks. But anyway, bum cheeks, bum crack. Anyway, you want to see one massive bum cheek. Anyway, so this has been this. So yeah, I'll catch you all again next time. And yeah, hope whatever you're up to is good and that you're having a nice time. So until next time, goodbye.
Who is the man? Where is the room? It's some guy you've never heard of, in a room you've never been in. For more information, head over to maninaroom.co.uk.